Hey, hey, hey! Hope you guys are having a good one. Um, I'm gonna be doing some more work. Dude, I gotta be honest. I sort of frustrate myself. I was playing some Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've been recently playing some Kingdom Come Deliverance before stream. I want to play some Kingdom Come, but then I don't really want to play it on stream. Especially because of how critical of a point I am right now. Like, I'm locked in. My story is complete, you know? I'm on the final stretch. Um, so it's not even that I can even do any side quests or anything. So yeah. But I'm at such an important point. I'm like on that final stretch, so I cannot. How do you call it? I'm at the point of no return. So what's done is done, and what ending I get is what ending I get. Apparently, there's multiple, so I'd be intrigued to know. Like the thing is I usually look to see what the endings are. I don't really want to know what the ending is, so we're gonna find out once we get there. I think historically Sigismund leaves Bohemia, and well, Wenceslas comes back out again of Vienna. Historically, so I don't know what the variance can be, but I've heard there's a variance. So I don't know, it might range from same result, but like some people dying, or I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. But for anybody who has played the game, at the Italian court. So there's that. Kind of funny. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I want to finish it this weekend, though. I think I could, but it's a lot of. Oh, I'm tired. I want to just focus on that though in the weekend. Get it done. But otherwise, yeah. I mean, I worked on another project. I got kind of two projects that I'm sort of working on the side, and then I want to do a bit more work on this lockout. So I think I mean, I don't expect myself to get too much further with this. So I think my goal, is in about 8 weeks to work on this. I'm not gonna be able to finish this before we come back. So I think my main goal is to have my block out complete, which I'm pretty much just gonna work on today, and then depending on how much longer and how I'm feeling, I will depending on how I feel, I will maybe write up a bit of the form that I'm going to hand out to people. And then on Monday, I got to start a new assessment. So maybe in the weekend I spend like a minute doing some writing down for some ideas for my world design, some new mechanics thing. My Monday's going to be pretty packed. I just imagine my Wednesdays and my Fridays as well. So if I'm not working Tuesday, I might see if I can get the scene a good portion complete. So yeah. Let's scusi. I am gonna make this bigger though. And then, I guess while I'm at it, I could like even 600. Want to be like reasonably tall. Thing is, it's only adding like an extra 50 each time, because of course it's under. Bear in mind. I think I want to make this a bit thicker. Reasonably big first room, I want. It's too big. So I'm sort of looking for like a mine shaft almost. That. It's kind of like this sort of approach that I'm looking for. Yeah, something like this. I'm gonna like round it up. Hello, Paul Faye, how's it going? How are you? Doing some level design. Put me out to you too. Okay, that's good to hear. I'm relatively decent. Bit tired. Been a bit of a long day as well. But otherwise pretty good. Lots of meeting and stuff. We watched a movie this morning, me and my team. Poor timing, but the movie was called The Pope's Exorcist. So, poor timing. And then we didn't really do too much, really. I wanted to do a bit more, but it was a bit of a pickle. So, I decided to do some assisting some of my teammates. Yeah. Otherwise, pretty decent. I did work on a new model, actually. I can show that off. I was like, so what happened is we were looking through some things and we're just like going to designate a model for us to do, and we'd have like an hour to work on it. You know, that'd be the model, UV, and then texture for within about an hour. I think I ended up giving us a little bit longer, so about like an hour 15, but still not too long. So I got a decent model within that time. You know, I did the low, the high, UV, bake, and stuff. Came out decent. It's not like my fanciest thing. It's like things that I'd probably update and change if I were to continue. Like a little cauldron kind of model. Here's my... Oh, here we go. So it's sort of basing off some of these. I'd probably almost be tempted to turn down. It depends on what reference. Like, got some like Kingdom Come reference even then, those are kind of... I don't know, maybe mine's like too dinged up and stuff. Not too sure. I'm not too sure. I'd consider. But I was sort of going like that cast iron, an old cast iron kind of look. Thing you could potentially do would be like a... What's color selection? Not too sure the point of that. I thought that we had recolor. Recolor is really cool. Oh, if I knew how to do it. Oh, here we go. Like an easy way of just recoloring the whole model. It's like picky look. Pink. Hell pink. I'd almost be tempted to the... Okay, good. I deleted that, and then I'm like, maybe that was actually something important that I just deleted. Just trying to think. I think that could potentially be pretty cool. I went under the old smart mask. Can cast iron be dyed to be pink or a different color? Dyed? Probably no. Painted? Yeah, I'd imagine so. I can't imagine that you wouldn't be able to... I can't imagine that you wouldn't be able to paint it. It wouldn't last long if it was painted. Well, no, I would imagine not either. To be fair. So I don't know really what I want to do with this, to be honest. I guess that's why I usually just have flat colors for cast iron stuff. I'm working on something here, and I don't know how to achieve it. I think I should have a more rougher texture for... yeah. Yeah, probably. Why did I turn that off? I would imagine that's how it's spelled. Imagine. Oh. Ah, we were into this again. Something that I was asking actually the devs. The thing is, I don't want a flat color, you know what I mean? Ah, da 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 da. What? Oops. I sort of want like a multicolor, you know what I mean? I don't care about the rest of these. Still a very odd color. Oh my gosh, okay, I got the metalness the wrong way. Oops, I don't. Hold on. I'm crashing out, let me... A cool look. Not at all. What's going on? Okay, I don't know. That one's made me kind of crash out. I'm like, what? I don't really get that. Not really a fan of this, to be honest. Weird. Oh, can I just turn off the bump? There we go. Not the worst. Definitely not that colour. And then one thing that I definitely would probably do. But 100% like extend it. You have to go now because you're sleepy. I hope you have fun. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good sleep. Very eventful sleep. That goes well. But yeah, thanks for popping by. Asleep. Have a good one. I'd have to debate whether I like that or not. Some like scuffed regions from where it had been in from. I wasn't even meant to be touching this, to be honest. I was doing also a plate in between streams as well. I think I was doing this last night. Throwing into issues in this way. Got that open. Try to add everything else. What was I doing? Ah, there we go. That's what I was working with. My current plate. Great in some lighting and not as good in other lighting, so I don't know. Either I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along, so. Probably want to remove the dust though from those. There we go. That didn't get rid of it. The next goal. Oops. What? I just get these mixed up for some reason. Amy, you're here. Hey, never mind, we did get it. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I wasn't even meant to be doing this. No, I am pleased you're here. I'm not play. Alright, hold on. I am not pleased with how this was going, but it is fine. I got it to work. Oh! No, sometimes it's a little bit confusing trying to. I was trying to mask this, so I'm adding dust, okay? You're not going to have dust on the bottom of an object, right? But then in order to do it, I don't know why. Well, you got to select there and then change it to like white, which changes it to black, and then it's a bit of an order with masks, but I managed to get it to work, so that's fine. I think I just found out was what somebody was mentioning. I want to quickly try that. How are you? I'm still on the topic of trying to figure this thing out. Maybe there's an invert here. I see. Before. No, there's got more to that. Oh, hold on. Before, after. Nice. My day was alright, thank you, Amy. Sorry, this one's very confusing me. I'm just trying to break down what they mean. We're just busy helping the team and stuff. And it's kind of... didn't get as much done as I wanted to. What if I went like this? What the fuck? Sorry. Who was I? Whoa! Sorry, let me just quickly see, because I must be doing something wrong here, and it's... Whew. Oops. What'd you get up to? I've been sorry. I've been told I sent a thing and I'm trying to get some stuff working. And then I got told in order to subtract, instead of adding white, for example, use invert and add the opposite color of black. You have black and invert it to have white. Then go to dirt surface. And then with the inverting, I'm doing that. But maybe my application's just wrong. Not application of Marmoset, but application of doing it is wrong. Maybe not literally like the invert layer. I wish the invert layer would show me what it's doing. But you had an animation team meeting that was good. How many animators are there? I know there's 2, but is there more? Good talks and such. Did some animation work then. Hang out with your sis. Didn't even hang out with me though. Damn dog. Oof. Oof. Like, is it? I don't... Yeah. I'm doing something wrong. Overall, including you, 4 main animators. Oh, there's 4 again, but then I think 2 backup generalists, and I'm sorry I haven't not hung out with you. I know, I've been crying actually. I don't know if you can see it, but... Okay, you watch yourself, Amy. Oh, I need to stop doing this. I need to... I just want to get the result, and I'm like, so close. I'm getting a response now, though. Oh, but they are adding an invert thing, I believe, at some point, so... Well, at least the feature request. It's relatively fine with this, to be honest. What you got planned for tomorrow, Amy Champ? Huh? Oh. That's very confusing for. Nothing if your sister doesn't want to hang out with you later in the day. That's crazy. It's crazy that your sister doesn't want to hang out with you. Here's the thing, Amy. Who in the world would not want to hang out with you, Amy? Ooh, holy. Lots of people. Okay, that's just... You know what? They're just losers, if you ask me, Amy. They're just losers. They want to know what it's like. They ain't cool like that. They don't got a single cool bone in them. Yeah. I'll tell them, Amy. Don't you worry, I'll tell them. Don't you worry. I got a cool bone, Amy. You already know it. What was that? The alternative? Probably relatively similar to my other one. To be completely honest with you. Oh yeah, because there's no light bleed, right? Indeed. No outside part, eh. It's not really bouncing. Usually indirect lighting does a pretty good job of bouncing it, but I just use point lights. Nah, I'm not I'm doing like lighting, so it's not really in my best interest to do it outside. That makes sense. Oh, give me this. I had a couple assets, I don't know. In these, I kind of want like up on the ceiling. Probably like find the actual spots to put them, to be honest. I don't know why when I duplicate those it goes like that. Whatever. Weird flickering, but oh well. Gonna do a couple like iterations, you know. Like one iteration, I'd do like them all. Do like a, for example, temperature. Maybe like a 350. And I think like this is pretty good, to be honest. Like it's quite high. That's sort of like the weird glitches and stuff. Makes you think of a mana. Yeah. And maybe like otherwise for like my second one, I feel like maybe like that's kind of a little bit over the top here, buddy. The next one would be something like this. Maybe even like cooler lighting. And I'd probably go maybe, I don't know, I kind of want like less lights, to be honest now. Like that. And then the final one that I'd do would be like, oops. Would be like this. And then I'd have some like lights flickering. There's like the 3 different scene variations. Actually, that's technically a lie. I think I would have like one more. When I'd go... Actually, I wouldn't have these. Can't really show this one, but... Right. But it would look something like this. I'm not getting this issue. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Okay. See, I know what my issue is. Weird. Oh, I'm getting... Right. I'm not too sure actually how to approach this, to be honest. Hold on. Yeah. Across. I just search up hidden in game? Maybe there's like a hidden in game or something. Here we go. We're around this, of course we're gonna get effective black. It should be... Probably add some of this. That's kind of freaky. I know what I'm after. I'm just trying to think about how to go about it. Not this, is it? Way too blue, so that's definitely not what I'm after. I could bump up the ISO. Oh, you can't actually adjust that. Decreasing the contrast. I mean, there could be a way to go. Oops. About how to achieve that without it looking like white. Because of course there is just going... Oops. It's just going like... You can go with like a super... Sorry, hold on. You can just go with like a very flat. I need to figure out actually how I want to approach this then. What do you have for dinner, Amy? I don't know how to do this. I know what I want, I don't know how to achieve it, you know? Oh, I guess I could probably go like this, actually. Going like this. Oh. Like... Here we go. And then, like, the alternative would be like this. So, like, the lighting bugging out a little bit. It's like as flat and boring lighting as possible. I need to figure out why it goes black to white, but here we go. Probably approach it this way, maybe have like a rectangle light person. It's like, oh, great. It's 9 o'clock. Have I been streaming? I haven't been streaming for that long. Just an hour now. Man is grinding indeed. I guess I'll start with my form. Well, not start, I'll start on my form. And then Let me switch all my stuff. What you gotta do? Oh. Make triple sure you're not adding, then inverting, just invert. Not adding and then inverting, you're just inverting. Hold on, we're on another side mission. Not adding and then. But if I were just You might be sending a video, but this way I think I'm like I see. Okay. This seems to be it. It's giving me a bit of an odd result, but it is working. He's back. Still needs a haircut. Amy, I give you some nail clippers. Would you cut my hair? Gonna be bold. Amy! What are you thinking? You wanna make me bold? You wanna make me bold? Come on, ma'am. What's your plan, ma'am? No, this is not funny. You're not laughing to yourself about this one, Amy. Not having a little giggle. You would not make me bold. You'd know better to do than to do that. I know that. You'd be like, oh, I wouldn't do that. Not to my favorite Toby. Okay, and you would not do that with like joy on your face. Come on, Amy. Can't get the stupid bump working. Do it the hard way. No, Amy, no. Yeah, no. Retract. Stand back. Stand back. Hold tight. Stay back. You're not making me bored. Amy, you've got like, in 3 years' time, you're gonna have that for the rest of your life, okay? Me being bold. So, make the most of my hair while I got it. Because once it's gone, it's gone. Blah, blah, blah. You cannot be that excited about having me being bald. If you make me bored, I'd make you bored. Is that really a willing sacrifice? Is that a sacrifice you're willing to make? Didn't think so. What the? Oh, that's interesting. Can you test this, Amy? I don't know if that sends you. Ah, you gotta log in, never mind. Dude, I receive sometimes. I'm undeserving. Um. Multi-choice. How do I do single choice? Oh, I guess you have to choose one. Um. I mean, some of the key things is. What do we have? Yeah. Like, uh. Um. Um. Let me see. Um, three words to describe three different words that describe how the scene made you feel. E.G. Example. Comfortable, warm, happy, excited, uneasy, uncertain, worried. So forth. Definitely a big one for this one is going to be like... I should have made this one required. This is so boring, this stream. Not for me. I mean, I gotta do this, but it's so boring for you guys. I'm sorry. I'm zoning out for real, for real. I have to have a think about some other questions I want to ask. But there's like the start of it. I'll do some stuff. But I got like the key things I want to say. Like, have you played video games before? I feel like this isn't like a necessary one. Like, I don't need really the answer, but it's something that like I feel like there's a different approach if you haven't played video games. So I'd be intrigued to know. Like, there's something that like it could impact your answers. So I'd like to know that. I was asking you if you could check that link, but then it says log in with Atlassian account, which means you wouldn't be able to access it anyway, so don't worry. I'm not wanting you to create one either. I was just wondering what would happen if you had access to the link. Like if it was publicly accessible, but then I don't think it is, so. Don't worry. But no, they should have everything that I kind of want. Like, yeah, so that could impact it. I'm not your PC. Yes, you are, Amy. And then I think this could be sort of interesting to know if there's like a if there's like a common occurrence with like games that people think have really like standout lighting. What was this? Hold on. Let's check something. You read that wrong. Oh, I'm not on PC. I cannot believe that you're not on PC. Now you're like watching the TV or something. Listen, I do not read wrong. I just read right and you're wrong. I think that could be interesting. Then I got like a little breakup saying, you know, I'm after scene 1 and describing a brief description of the scene. Watching your phone, chilling in the living room, because Weaver. Tell me what if Jimmy responded. I said to him, don't do that again. Oh my gosh. What? Why? Huh? Why? Are you gonna stop me or something? Listen, if I see a cat, I'm gonna meow at it. If I see a dog, I'm gonna woof at it. Some, you know, cringed, buddy. I think you gotta understand. This is like going to France and expecting that you should just speak English and then complaining if they don't respond to you. Or going to like China and not speaking like Mandarin, you know what I mean? And then, you know, when people don't respond, you know what I mean? It's like that. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? A cat's gonna know how to speak English? No. Yeah, you stop right there, Amy. You can understand. You ain't cool like that. Jimmy knows what I was trying to say. Jimmy knows what's up. And then whether or not the scene immerses, I mean, you know, that's going to be key. If somebody says no for either of them, then yeah, probably not. No, please stop. You're making me cringe even more. Okay, this lady. You're just a hater. You're just a hater. Resident hater. I already know that, you know. You say that you enjoy doing this, so I know that you're just trying to be a hater right now. I know that you're just trying to be a hater. You're a hater. You know what? I don't appreciate that. That would be if everyone says no for all that, then I should say #1 hater. That's crazy. The scene did. Don't care about the scene. I said I watched a movie today. That was interesting. It was actually kind of decent. Like one of the first horror movies that I'd seen in a long time. I do not like horror movies. No, actually, you guys are lucky. There's no Formula One. I shouldn't say that you guys are lucky. There's no Formula One this weekend, so I ended up streaming. If there was Formula One, and it was at a reasonable time, I don't think about watching it. Albeit, I do know that if there was... No, actually, I tell a lie. I think next time... I think I might actually be watching. Let's see. That's the Saudi Arabian. Yeah, I think I'm... Although it's not really your time, to be honest. Of course, it wouldn't be. So the practice 1, I will not be watching. The practice 2, I'd probably actually watch. I generally wake up at 8:30 anyway. The 3rd of May. Yeah, I would probably watch that. The Saturday. Maybe live. The sprint. And then that would range anywhere between like 20 minutes to maybe even like an hour. Because I'm generally only watching to see how Liam Lawson does. And sprint, like qualifier 1 is 20 minutes, qualifier 2 is like 15, and then qualifier 3 is like maybe 10 or something. So, if he gets out really early, then I wouldn't probably watch the rest. Probably. I don't know, if my dad's watching, I would maybe. But then, on the contrary, I would just watch to see how he does. It's like a definitive. I would watch at least until he gets out. And then whether or not I decide to actually continue. This one will be interesting. You have like a overtake zone there. Maybe overtake zone there. Overtake zone there. And unlikely. I don't know. It depends on where DRS is. If DRS is allowed down here, which I would assume, you'd probably overtake. I know for a fact DRS is allowed down there. You'd overtake this corner or down there. I know for a fact DRS would be enabled down there, so you'd probably overtake around there, most likely. There's at least a couple spots that you could probably pass. Better than Japan. I won't watch the actual sprint, that's way too early. I'd probably watch the qualifying, and then I'd probably watch the race. I'd tell a lie, actually, I wouldn't watch the race. That sucks. And my dad will also not watch the race, so maybe he'd watch that in the afternoon. I'm not too sure. Maybe when my dad gets back. I would watch it, but then we actually need to do work. So, it's my team meeting, and I cannot sacrifice 2 hours for that. That is such a waste. I'll probably watch it on the side or something as it goes. What am I even thinking? Right. What does the Suzuka circuit look like again? Huh. There's pre-season testing. What's this? I didn't hear about this. Is he like anything? This is a pre-season testing. That can't be right. Pre-season testing, Liam got 8th. How did Liam do so well in this pre-season testing? How did this is very weird. This a bit unusual, but I could understand. Oscar, I could not understand being that low, especially under Stroll and stuff. Dylan, maybe on a good day. Probably not better than these unless they had an issue. Lewis, maybe understandable because he's in a new car. Bortoleto crazy and compared to how he's doing thus far. Isaac, I can understand. Yuki, I can understand. That's pretty good. Albon, Lawson being this high is crazy in comparison. Sainz doing crazy. Oh, here we go. Liam 7th again. So what happened then? Sainz first is crazy. What were the two McLarens? I guess maybe this just isn't indicative. Oh, where's Liam? Liam's just not even here. There's a couple people not even here. Who else isn't here? One Williams. So the second Williams, so Sainz isn't there either. That's a good deal. Well, how did he do so good in the pre-season, but then do so bad later on? Oh, here we go. Got nervous and farted. Maybe. Liam Lawson speaks out with emotional statement after shock. Red Bull sacking. Oh. What? They're supposedly close to Max. Yeah, that was the case. Because he was getting really good. But then, what happened? But, like, I just don't understand why I did so good in the preseason. Oh, let's see what as well. What? What is going on? This stupid website. This website's actually bad. What? Where's that thing from? Like, none of this is even mentioned in the whole bloody thing. Oh, wait, it must be from somebody here. So be it. I don't know if I'm buying the cinder block. He was supposedly close to Max during the break. Then what they're saying now is he lost all the speed in pre-season testing. Perhaps the reality If the situation set in, who knows? But is there? Yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'd almost say that. I'm not too sure. Either way, adverse to how some people may say, I think he did pretty decent last race. He got 12th, which in my opinion, not too bad. Now, technically, Hadjar and Alonso passed him, but not technically Alonso. Who was it? Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'll explain why. I might explain why. I won't explain why. Oh, maybe I can. I don't know. I was watching something while I was grabbing dinner. Let me see, hold on. If I can find it, I'll show you. Not what I was trying to do, but this also works. Dindins, are you... Wait, you're grabbing Dindins? Sorry, let me turn this down. But look at this. So he passes him. Wait, what? Oh, this isn't the moment. He does pass him, because he does, of course... DRS. So he's like fully past him. That's like fully past. And then look, he dips a toe. He's a little bit wide there. Bear in mind, Doohan was never in front of him. Right? He was always like a decent portion in front of him. He didn't gain any split. That slowed him down by a shit. This... How long do you think the penalty for this was, Amy? Oh, it says there. Never mind then. No point asking. A 10-second penalty! What is that? It's crazy. That's like saying that he gained 10 seconds of time from that. So actually he would have got an 11th if... Like, that should have just been a track limit warning, really. But he didn't gain anything. Like, okay, in reality, that should have been nothing, in my opinion. I feel like I could say that confidently that is not biased. But I'd usually say, I am a fan, you know, repping New Zealand. I don't care who this is. If this was Doohan, I wouldn't even say that this is a penalty. I don't even see, like, and even if it is, it's an awkward corner, it is. He just braked a little bit late. That was all. And then, even if it was, it should just be a warning. Like, he didn't gain time, so there's not even, like, he didn't even gain, like, a second, let alone 10 seconds. He didn't gain a place from it, he had already gained a place. And he was a decent way ahead, as well. And he slowed down as well, it's not like he sped up, you know what I mean? Like, if he just ran right through the corner and completely skipped the corner, sure. But he slowed down and went back on. It was just he braked a little bit late. That was it. And if you watch it, right? Watch when he's braking. Right? He's still going, he's fully made the pass, he's braking there. He was past Doohan when he started braking. If, right, maybe he was just about passing, but because he broke late, you know what I mean, and that caused him to overshoot it, then sure. It was just bad braking, because look at when Doohan starts braking, right? He's not even braking yet. He's not even braking. There's a heap of distance. And it's like, it's full on turn. Yeah, he's braking there. And look at the distance. It's not like he's gained anything. It's not like he's gained a bonus, you know, he already had that in the bag. And then Doohan couldn't even pass him anyway. That's nothing against Doohan, but like it was just ahead enough, you know? I don't know. That seems stupid to me. But he only lost one place, which I still think is stupid. But oh well. Otherwise, he had a pretty decent race, I think. I didn't actually watch the whole race, but I watched a bit of it. I don't know. Seems a bit silly to me. But I hope he does a bit better. I don't know if he's ever driven Miami, but I hope so. Because then he should hopefully do a bit better. And I think he's getting into grips, you know what I mean? He kind of got shafted the week prior, but I think this time he'll be fine. Not this week, the following week. The next race goes. It is a Friday, so I might end stream. I might actually play a little bit more. I might finish the Italian Corp job. And Kingdom Come. But yeah. So I might end the stream there, to be honest. I don't really want to stream any Kingdom Come, especially where I am. It's like, the thing is I'm not even like part story. This is like 100% pure story. And then it, like, I can show you. If I read my thing. To gain the trophy without raising suspicion, for this trophy you must pick certain dialogues from here on out. Follow the choices exactly as written here. If you don't, and you'll get it. Don't pick any additional dialogues. So even if I pick one too many dialogues, I'll raise suspicion. Like that. Yeah. So like one time, like you're walking over to somebody, this is just before I left, and homie asked you a question. I didn't respond because I didn't want to raise any suspicion. If I just don't say anything, then I will not. You know what I mean? So stuff like that, where like I don't want to stream that because I'm just gonna be reading which ones can I say, which ones can I not, and then it's all like Italian and stuff. So you gotta sort of like be a little smart with it. My homie is pretending to be a cardinal right now because we accidentally killed the cardinal. Because Ada, being Ada, was getting pissed off because he was speaking in a language that Ada couldn't understand. So Ada headbutted him and dropped him, and then the guy fell and smacked the back of his head, like the nape of his neck. Like almost more like the back of his head on a big rock, and that killed him. But yeah. So, thank you guys all for watching. I'm going to end it there. I'll see you guys next week, and hopefully a decent update on some of the stuff that's coming on. I would have done another assessment, sort of. Gotta do some peer review stuff, so I'll go and get that. I need to hand in the things for peer review on Tuesday, and then receive feedback on that by Thursday. And I also have to send somebody else feedback, so I actually have to do a bit of peer review as well. So that'll be interesting. Catch you, silly nerd! This guy's not a nerd, though. A little silly, though. Feel free to flick me any messages or anything in DMs after, Amy. Yeah. Thank you, and we'll see you guys next week. Laters!